we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out.
There he goes! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And it's caught. Touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. right down the middle. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Pope. Breaks into the open.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And here comes the punt team. Boots' first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. On target to the left. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Great move. Now he's got room. There he goes. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Willis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. On his way back to the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Trying to punch it in. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Bruins will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. It's been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Quick toss. Nice move to pick up yardage. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Past the 45. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Back's got it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Play action. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Doyle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The RPO, it's complete. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Briggs.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Now on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Gonna run it. It's Whitaker. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this